Tip: search and apply through the company website, not large job boards. I have been applying to jobs for months now. It was primarily from job boards in the beginning with minimal success. I've gotten 6 interviews in the last week, all for jobs that were posted on the company website and not yet on the job boards. After the interview, I'd get an alert that the job I'm interviewing for was just posted on LinkedIn, Glassdoor, etc. Feels like the massive job boards are later in the process, and I've had significantly better luck on each company website. Thank you so much. We'll start employing this tactic more. Do you also use a lot of keywords in the resume or not when you post directly to the website? I have been tailoring each resume with skills/keywords. I'd definitely recommend that with any job application. But timing is also important, and it seems like the company websites are the best way to go. Large job boards are all run by third parties that are independent from the companies we're applying for. This inherently increases the likelihood of information being outdated, inaccurate, or incomplete. I agree, direct is better. Also, I found I get significantly less spam and junk calls when applying directly. 15 years of being in the workforce as an adult, and I've found sites like Monster, Indeed, and LinkedIn has given me more spam for insurance/sales jobs than viable and suitable opportunities. Definitely agree with that second point. I feel like it is a mixed bag for me. I tend to get the same amount of responses no matter where I apply. Still, if I do see a job posted on LinkedIn or Indeed, I'll go on over to the company website and check to see if it is at least listed. That's a smart thing to do for sure. I do this largely to make sure the position is still open. I've noticed jobs that were still on Indeed but had already been removed from the company site. Yep. I've seen this too. This isn't bad advice if there's a direct application on their website. Do not try to do an end run or be slick by trying to email off resumes and whatnot through a contact us form or similar, though, if they don't have one. Doing so usually takes longer than just applying, and indicates you can't follow directions. Good tip, thanks for posting. How do you find the companies to apply to? Thanks. I look for major employers in the area, and I've certainly used the larger boards for a guide to who might be hiring. You can still use the job board to find jobs, but once you've identified one, just go to the company's direct website and apply from there. I would look up the Wikipedia for companies with HQ in my city and apply to all relevant openings I could find. This only works if you live in a larger city has HQs, however. I usually apply on the company's website after I find the position on a job board. How would you find the company before looking to a job board? I feel like going through random company after random company wouldn't yield great results. Random company after random company has been better for me than the job boards. Or use the job boards as an indicator of who is hiring, but check for more recent positions on the company's website. No kidding, the apply here that takes you to an apply there that takes you to the apply with Indeed that takes you to the easy apply that takes you to the company website. Yes, I always try and apply on the company site if I can. The only exception is the odd site that doesn't have a careers section. Reason number 1, I can make sure the job is still open, and number 2, it has a much better chance of actually getting to them. Plus it is always good to look at the site when doing an application anyways, so I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I used the job boards to search and then go on the company website to apply. There was a comment or post about how Indeed pulls aggregates jobs from other sites and it might not have been posted on Indeed. Yes. Indeed can especially make resumes look so bad on some of the recruitment systems. Job boards still have their place because that's where an applicant can find a more off-the-beaten-path type of position or company to apply to. Those mainstream jobs in mainstream companies too competitive. Yup, my friend and I finished our grad degree at the same time and applied for a few of the same jobs. The job I ended up landing she applied to as well, but I did so on the company website and she did through Indeed. She was genuinely more qualified for the position than I was but didn't even get an interview. Don't use third party if you can help it. 100% agree. You can sign up for job alerts and be notified ASAP, even before the job is aggregated to the job site, like Indeed. That's a good tip. A former coworker of mine works at a large company and she recently told me about an opening that was only posted on company website. I had been waiting several months to see that type of position with this company and I was surprised that it was not advertised on LinkedIn. Adding on to this, finding openings through job boards like LinkedIn and Indeed and then having to search for the job again on the company's website was an annoying process I had to go through for every single job I was interested in. That's one of the main reasons I built Career Vault. I just wanted to get my application in the pool where internal recruiters look first. Every other job board tries to prevent that because they wanted to keep you on their website. Here's the list of remote jobs, here's the list of all jobs, /all jobs. Wow. Thank you so much. I'll definitely be sharing your website. I've been involved in the hiring process in a few places, and we actually tend to post to all places at the same time. It is automated by a central software, we just tick off where they get posted, and the job applications all get funneled together to the same dashboard to be reviewed together. However, you can't hurt yourself by applying through the company website instead. So if you want to take the shot, by all means, just know that for many places, it won't make a difference, but if your dream job ends up being of the ones where it did make a difference, you're going to want to be in the right pile. Engineering, I'm so damn tired of hearing you're a strong candidate and oh wow you do know your stuff and still not getting hired. I can't pay my bills or continue my career with that. Context, I've been unemployed since March. 5 years total experience, 3 of them at my previous position leading meetings, firmware, software, and hardware. I've been getting certifications, doing projects, and online learning since. I just received 2 rejection emails from a company that I thought I was going to get an offer from. They had several positions open and told me I was a strong candidate and knew my stuff. They were even talking about going to the hiring team to try to get me on board, no matter which position I fit in. I just don't understand, I keep getting rejected from jobs I'm clearly qualified for and did well in the interviews with. Some other positions I got rejected from I clearly missed answers for, but these other positions that get my hopes up are stabbing any hope I have of doing what I love again. I haven't stopped working and learning to get certifications. Is this what companies even want anymore? Am I just done with engineering now because I got fired from one position? Do I just need to get a master's? In a similar position, employers won't even interview me. Oddly enough, I talk with people in roles at companies I apply at that seemingly no less than I, which I find odd and demotivating. Connections or luck? That's how the cookie crumbles. But always keep trying. I have no connections and a pretty bad luck. Kept on applying nonetheless and finally landed a job 2 years ago. Specialized in aviation management, but most of us know the state the industry is in, so started trying for non-aviation job, landed one. Currently in the market for a job as well. The thing to remember is don't limit yourself to your experience and don't stop trying. I have uni friends who still haven't worked at all after their degree completion and it has been 2 years and so far. Keep applying for all the jobs you think can either do or learn and do. A slight pay cut is better than no pay at all. When I was asked why I want to enter a different field, I simply replied, most practical work you do, you actually learn from the job, and since I am quick learner and adapt quickly, I believe I am a good candidate for this designation. Interviewing is a skill in and of itself. People that aren't as good you get and keep jobs through their soft skills. What metro? Does your FW/HW extend to FPGA? Northwest indefinitely continue this thread. Don't even start me with recruiters A.K. gatekeepers of a profession they know nothing about. You can get a master's if you want, but I don't know how that'll change for you. Also, I don't like it when people say those quotes like you're a strong candidate or you're very knowledgeable in your field. Like, I can't take that and take it to the bank to cash. Why'd you get fired? I had a lot of burnout from staying at work late hours 10am-12am frequently and having a messed up sleep schedule, which caused me to not have a reliable in-time schedule. Stress and burnout after new management came in, expecting early hours and dismantling everything I made to let projects fail got to me over time. I've handled the sleep and day schedule now, but that's still on my record. Why am I so unmotivated to look for a job this time around? Pre-pandemic, the last time I was jobless, I was so motivated to find work. I would wake up early and apply for jobs relentlessly, including writing decent cover letters. This time around, I haven't been nearly as dedicated. Sure, I've gotten my moments, and put in real efforts into applications, but nothing has come of it. The economy and job landscape seem far more desolate for my field of work, administrative/executive assistant/office management work. I've been unemployed for 4 months now, laid off because of COVID. I know my unemployment benefits won't last forever, but I can't for the life of me bring myself to job search properly, or even upskill to find a better job/career, even though I have qualms with that for various reasons. I don't know if it is because of the stress of everything going on with the job search and in the world shutting me down, making me depressed. Or because of my moments being paralyzed with fear, thinking of what will happen when I no longer get government assistance and can no longer pay my bills. Or the realization that my work history is in fact useless and unnecessary during these times why I got laid off. I have tried doing the old stuff I used to, like go to coffee shops as motivation to open up my laptop and find work, but things seem much more hopeless this time around. It all makes me feel like I would be pretty horrible at any new job I start. I already was losing productivity in my last position because I so greatly disliked WFH and wasn't getting daily social interaction because of it, which is impossible to get any other way now anyway. I'm in the final stages of interviewing for a job, but the process is moving so slowly and has been going on for more than a month that I don't know if I should continue having faith in it. Don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer with all this, just looking for answers. Thanks for reading. Human wonders why most psychologically exhausting time in history is making them unproductive. My parents/family expected otherwise of me, so it made me wonder why I couldn't motivate myself. At least until I got my unemployment and could support myself somewhat. Before that it felt incredibly demoralizing and defeating relying on their charity. And I know benefits don't last forever, so want to get on with it. We're going through a pandemic, government responses on the whole have been shite, and that all falls before a backdrop of the climate emergency. What you're feeling, this inability to invest in the future by looking for work, is a completely normal response. We're all in survival mode now, we need safety and routine for the here and now. Be kind to yourself during these times. If your previous goal was a job application a day, make it a job application a week to start with and see if the momentum picks up. If it doesn't, that's okay too, because you want to be looking for work, so that means you'll gain back that motivation eventually. In the meantime, how about learning something new like a language or a skill on Coursera, etc., to keep you feeling human? Thank you so much for this kind and insightful comment, it means so much to me. I will try and see if I can pick up French or Spanish again. You are right, learning new things / reading can make one feel alive and human. Thanks again for your help.
Like and subscribe for more Reddit content. Watch the next video at the top of your screen.